When Dr. Dontoh was recreating the statue of Kwame Nkrumah, the one that stands at the mausoleum, some people actually didn't even know what he was doing. But if we should quantify how much money that statue has earned Ghana, you'd be surprised. Because foreigners come to Ghana and they want to go and take a picture in front of that statue, but they pay to enter. And the attraction for going to that mausoleum is the statue. And that is an artwork. That's the bottom line. It's a sculpted piece that resembles Kwame Nkrumah. Do we have, when Sakakwe did the Dankwa circle, the statue of Dankwa in the circle, people didn't even know, that was J.B. Dankwa. We do not promote it, we do not light it, we do not make it look at the Buddhist statue at 37. It's an apology of a statue. You cannot have a statue like that. Look at the Akufo-Addo statue at the Togo embassy runabout. An apology of a statue. I'm not saying that the artists who did this work, they didn't do well. They tried their very best with the resources that was available or given them at that time. India, the founder of India, they built a statue of him. It's 100 feet, sitting on a mountain. When you step anywhere in Delhi, you see that statue. You want to go and see it. You go to India, you want to go and see the Taj Mahal. That is artistic work. That is architecture. Which Ghanaian building today, as we speak, was built with Ghanaian architecture? Which one? Is it the Supreme Court? Or World Trade Center? Or Conference Center? Or which one? National Theatre. The design is from China. That same building has its replica in China. University of Ghana, Lagos was built by Japanese. It was their architectural design that they used to build. Look at our universities. Even their facade, the entrance that you used to enter. One time I was talking about, I went to Cape Coast University and I saw one of the halls. I think Ugwa Hall also. They have this crab. Cape Coast, their symbol is the crab, Ugwa Koto. Look, you can do a giant crab statue at Cape Coast and people will marvel at it. It's not there. It's not there. I mean, we are asleep when it comes to beauty as a country, as a people. We are not seeing beauty in ourselves. There is so much beauty in Ghana. I was telling somebody that what is wrong with building, a 10-story hotel called Ediana Hotel, with the symbol of a dog having fire in the mouth. But the design of the building is an Edinkra. If you look at the building from the top, it could look like Jinyami or Sankofa or this whatever. That is how you make what you call culture capital out of your culture. And that can be done. We can build, what is wrong with us building at Kintampo, which is the geographical center of Ghana?
But it's the resources. So.
Which resources? What's the NAM, total Sinam, Infanti, that's what we say. Invest some resource in it and you get the money back. When Kwame Nkrumah built, what do you call it? Meridian Hotel. Mm-hmm. People were just calling the Meridian Hotel and just going to have fun there. They didn't even know the significance of Meridian Hotel. Yeah. Meridian Hotel starts on the Greenwich Meridian.
Okay.
And we always talk about Tema being a city closest to the center of the world. What have we done to Tema? Nothing. We've not been able to put up any monument in Tema to signify the city closest to the center of the world. We've not done that. And so many others. So many others. We have very rich, diverse, cultural material, resource that we can actually follow and use it to do so many things. One time I was telling somebody, you see the party in power. What is their symbol? Elephant. Come on. Can you build a hotel that is like the elephant? Can you have memorabilia and souvenir designed as elephant? Can you have stories about elephant? Can you have music about elephant? Can you have the elephantine dance? They are not making good use of the material that they have, and so on and so forth. And these are things that we, as people in the creative arts or creative industry, which is film, this is what we actually bring out, get people to know, get people to understand, get people to really begin to believe that, oh, we are also very good people, very handsome people, very creative people, very this, that. We don't do it. And so people do not even have faith in the country. A lot of people are not patriotic, not because Ghana is not a good country. But what is there to be patriotic about?
Is it that we don't normally get tourism? Is it sector ministers who understand the job and to lead?
Well, that is a question left to the appointees. I mean, those who appoint them.
But sometimes there have been agitations for creatives that they want people, but the other argument that not necessarily somebody.
You see, you need somebody who just have the drive and the passion and the desire to, make that sector glow.
But you've made a lot of submissions. It means that you understand. So if you get somebody who
But I don't appoint myself.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm not saying you appoint yourself, but I'm saying that, there are two sets of opinions. People think that some industry persons think that we need somebody from, others think that, like you say, it's a drive. You understand? And so is it just somebody who is from the industry, or even if the person is not from the sector, the person has the passion and the drive to bring about these changes that you have mentioned?
You see, Kwame Nkrumah put culture under the office of the president at the time because he understood, he was an actor. Briefly, he was an actor. And also, having schooled in America for 10 years, during the period of before the World War and ending on the World War, but it ended in UK. Those were times when propaganda mattered a lot. And they were doing that using film and communication, whatever. Okay. And realized that coming to power, realized that that medium is so powerful that you can't leave it behind. And whatever you intend for that sector or that area to work, to function well, you must actually have 24/7, oversight on it for you to get to do certain things. And that is why people don't know. He set up the Brigade Concert Party. There were concert parties, okay? But he wanted an iconic concert party. So he set up the Brigade Concert Party. He selected so many beautiful concert party actors from all around. Esikom, Arabastam, Asembebe Debi, Apache, Osabobo, whatever. Put them together. And when those people are on stage performing, you can't help but just clap. Okay? What did we do? We could not make any good use of them. Kwame Nkrumah set up Uhuru Dance Band. There were bands. Broadway, Stargazers, this, that. But Kwame Nkrumah set up Uhuru Dance Band. Again, selected the best of musicians all around. The best singer, the best that. Put them together to form Uhuru Dance Band. When East Africa, a lot of them had their independence, it was Uhuru Dance Band that went and played. And that was how he sold Ghana to East Africa. Now today, till today, there are some musicians in Tanzania who play high life. How did they get there? And these are easy things to sell. Not only just the music, but even the dressing that you take there. Even the language and so many other things. Even football. You see, Kwame Nkrumah, pulled players together to form Republicans, but there were teams. They put it together to form a team called Republicans. But you see, that is nation building. If you do not know some of these things, nation building will elude you. Elude you in the sense that you would think you are helping individuals to develop. But A.B. Krensili, one of his songs says, kwaya ujinechire bomu kusu kwaya na se wo se debia e woni sibia. That's what we are doing. It's not helping us. You must, in as much as you are thinking about the individual's development, the individual does not belong unto himself. It's not an island. It belongs to a country called Ghana. Must have identity. Must have so many things that from the word go, He will not have to tell anyone that I'm a Ghanaian for you to believe and know that he's a Ghanaian. What are those things? There are certain ingredients. There are certain things that a Ghanaian must have. You must speak one or more Ghanaian languages. You must like Ghanaian food. You must dress like a Ghanaian. If we always say that, oh, our dressing is primitive, so who should come and civilize it for you? You should be able to civilize it yourself. If your food is not good, you make it better yourself. If your shoes are not good, you make it better yourself. Because the bedrock of the economy is the culture. I always say that if all SHS schools in Ghana, the boys are wearing fugu as their top, can you imagine millionaires that will make up north over time? Overnight, so to speak, of those who weave the fugu up north, and so on and so forth. We are not cashing in on the culture capital that is available to us. But that is where film comes in. Can you imagine us, filming a parade, Independence Parade, and all the boys there, they are not in the, what, they call it Kokonte, whatever, the GHS, whatever, this, Can you imagine seeing them in Fugu? Beautiful sight. That is how you create work. It's not like there's no work. There's work, a lot of work in this country, but we overlook it and don't think that there's work. But these are work that we can create and we make money from it and to make the city look good. What is Rwanda? Rwanda is, a very small country in East Africa, that people even didn't know existed until the war. That killed almost 1 million people. Now look at Rwanda. What happened to Ghana? Why have we slacked so much so that people now even want to go and see Kigali? There's a lot that is happening to us that we are not realizing. And it is because we are not seeing us in the mirror. Mm-hmm. We are not seeing ourselves. We watch films and then we laugh. And it ends there. Do we proceed from what we see in the films to act on certain things that were, so to speak, mentioned in the film as lacking? Or even by just merely watching what is lacking? We don't do it.
Okay. So from your last statement, what would you expect from the tourism minister designate should he be confirmed? What is lacking, the challenges of the industry?
I don't know.
You don't want to?
No, not that I don't want to. I'm a Ghanaian and I should be concerned
okay.
about what happens in Ghana and what goes on in Ghana because I earn from it.
Yeah, sure.
If not even pecuniary, I earn by way of dignity.
Sure.
As a Ghanaian.
Wow,
Former Editor General, right? Or Director General?
Business Development
Business Development Minister. No. I mean graphic.
Yeah, he was MD.
He was
Managing
MD.
Director.
Exactly. But the good thing about that man is that he has fantastic business mind, which our industry lacks.
Okay.
We don't have it. So for me, he will actually be a plus. But he will be a plus if he's also made to understand
how the
industry functions. Because there's so much money in this industry that we are not seeing. But I believe with his business mind and skills, he'll be able to get people to start getting to understand and know how much business that we can use this industry to make. That ministry, Tourism, Arts and Culture Ministry, is the richest ministry people don't know. It's the richest ministry. And we can make it even richer because the whole country is at your beck and call. You can recreate Ghana. That ministry can recreate Ghana by how it designs its coastline, by how it looks at its even plantations, by how it looks at its drainage in its cities, by how it creates iconic statues and images around the country, by how it lights the city for us to see at night, by how it makes people feel happy certain times of the year through some events, some festivals, some activities. You can make Ghana a heaven of tourists. People will come from all over the world, want to come and see Ghana because we have it, and those things if he will bring his business mind and in so doing get people to come up with creative projects. Look, this ministry very soon will not ask for a dime or for a peso for that matter from the government, because they will have enough money even to give to the government itself. And it's all because when you take culture, we don't promote culture. You take the arts, we don't develop the arts. Look at tourism, that feeds on both the culture and the arts. You know, how much of these two things do we invest in our tourism? Very little. Very, very, very little. And very little because we do not know that if we invested in that area, we would get so much back out of it. And not only in tourism making money, or government for that matter making money, but making Ghana great, making Ghana look beautiful. People who go. There was this story about this man who went to America only to go and see the Statue of Liberty, because he saw it in a film and he kept wondering, hey, so it's somebody who built that. Really? Does it exist? He said, oh yeah, it's in New York City. Oh really? I have to see this. Went to America to go and see the Statue of Liberty. Just that. And it's an artistic work. Okay? When Umoji, is it Umoji?
Yeah, the South African.
The South African production came to Ghana. Look at the people who stormed the National Theatre to just catch a glimpse of Umoji. Look at when the Italian circus came and was, I don't know whether you saw it at Children's Park. Fantastic. They are selling their culture. They are making culture capital of what they have. What do we do to ourselves? We can do just too many things. Allow the filmmakers that leverage, that freedom to create, to recreate, to document, to gather material, and in so doing research into our culture, research into, look at the land of Ghana. Ghana is interesting. We have about 4 geographical zones. The Sahel Savannah, the deciduous, the equatorial forest, the coastal savanna, the oceans, one of the largest man-made lakes in the world. We have mountains, we have rivers, we have lakes, we have... What else do you want? Every film can be shot in Ghana. Look at the hills of Bokatanga and Tom. There's a rock flower garden near Abakampa in the central region. It's rocks, but for whatever reason, nobody knows. It looks like a flower garden. It's rocks. Look at the frozen slaves at Mori Beach. When you go to Mori Beach, there are rocks there. How that happened, no one knows. But, there are human beings who have frozen into the rock and are there. What do we use it for? We are not making any good use of whatever we have, which is sad. And they should help us in this industry to bring this to light, get people to get to know, to understand, and then begin to look for them. We always want to go to other people's country, because of what we have seen them in film, on television. A lot of Ghanaians go to Europe and America. They have never been there, but they sit in Ghana, they know America more than you, the American who lives there. And it's all film, true film. We understand American culture, we understand European culture through film. People eat. You see, Ghanaian filmmaker is making a film, and there's a food you need to eat, and they're eating fried rice. It's sad, and see, you need a certain level of mentality to be able to think along those lines when you are thinking about the country as a whole. But you see, a lot of people are not thinking about the country as a whole, unfortunately. And there's a very sad comment on Ghana, or Ghanaians for that matter, that we do not. You talk about Ghanaian pride. I don't know where that thing is. 9 out of 10 Ghanaians are not proud of Ghana. And it's true. Because look at where they live. Look at the food they eat. Look at the dress they wear. Listen to the music they listen to. Look at so many things that they do. Does not make them Ghanaian. Your name alone does not make you Ghanaian. You know, one time somebody was saying that why is it that Tariq Lamptey is not coming to play for Ghana? I said yes, the name Tariq Lamptey sounds Ghanaian, but he's British. Okay, so your name does not make you Ghanaian. You can have a Ghanaian name and not know anything about Ghana, which is wrong. A Ghanaian, every Ghanaian must know certain basics. The geography of Ghana, the history of Ghana, the contemporary Ghana, the culture of Ghana. Every Ghanaian who has gone through the educational system must know. You have no choice. Then you can now add, because that is the basis, that is the foundation on which you are going to move into the next,
sure.
Whatever.
Okay. So I want us to come into this current dispensation. Do you think that some of our actors, like as an actor, you need professional training apart from the talent?
Oh yes, very much so. You know, acting, every human being is an actor. Every human being has that talent. Have you told a lie before?
Sure.
At the time you were telling a lie,
I was acting.
You were acting. And I don't know that human being who has never told a lie. Maybe kids, even kids tell lies. Okay? So that talent is inborn. But as talent must be polished into skill. Okay? So you must be given certain basics, training, how to walk, how to talk, your demeanor, your posture, your facial expression, even your vocal comments. Not necessarily speaking, but even your vocal comments speaks a lot about your character. All these things, you can actually get it in film or from actors. And for which reason, if you're going to act to that level, you need to have a certain level of training. Articulation of your speech is necessary because it's audio visual. It's not only just seeing, but hear also what you say. How well do you say it, and how best do you say it to make the impact that is desired? For all those reasons, the actor must be trained how to stand, how to walk, how to comport oneself. Etiquette, you learn. And these are things that you portray in your film so that you don't portray Ghanaians as bushmen, so to speak, to the world. He's, at table. They are eating at table and he's put his finger in his nostril. Okay. Some of these things, people do it unconsciously. But when that person is trained, he will not go and do this in film. And because the actor doesn't know, the director doesn't know, they capture it and it's put out there. What does this speak about us? And this is why the actor must be trained to know the basics of your history, the basics of the people who make up your country, the geography of your country, the culture of your people. These are things you must know because that's what guides you in your portrayal of the characters that you play. That's the background you are coming from. And so you are telling the world, I'm a Ghanaian. What makes you Ghanaian? The way you talk, the way you walk, the way you dress, the way you do everything. That's what makes you Ghanaian. When those things are missing, I'm afraid you're just a foreigner living in Ghana. Or you have a Ghanaian name thinking you're a Ghanaian. No. You must be able to speak one or more Ghanaian languages. I always say that if I could speak Ebe, Gan, Hausa, and maybe what do you call it? Dagoma. I could rule Ghana. Easily. Because when you speak a person's language, you go into the person's heart. The person develops a certain bonding with you. A lot of politicians have fallen in this country, all because fantastic English speakers, but they could not communicate in the local language. They could not communicate in the local language. How to meet the person? It is saying, I don't pay you, and things like that. That alone is bonus for that person. But if you meet the person and you speak the English that the person knows, forget it. It passes like wind. Doesn't hate the person. Do something to hate the person, and it's the culture that hits the person. Get the person to come to. People fell in love with Dr. Rokoto those days on Obra.
Because of his proverbs.
Because of his authority on the Twi language. He was Ochami. He could speak the language perfectly. People fell in love with him. And it's just the language. And language is the bedrock of the culture. All our history, all our philosophy, all our everything is in the language. When you lose the language, I'm afraid you are not a Ghanaian. You are from where you speak that language. If you can rattle English language 100%, and you can't speak any Ghanaian language, you are not a Ghanaian, I'm telling you. You are a British or an English. Because you have learned their philosophy, you have learned their history, you have learned their culture, you have learned their everything because it's in the language. It's not you. It's not, at school we're singing, in the bleak midwinter, do you have winter here? You know, when we're in class, we're singing, London's burning, look yonder, fire, 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 pour water. Great Fire of London, 1666. They made those songs. They were teaching us here in Ghana. What has that got to do with us? But we're learning it. Now you want to go and see London. Because you have heard London right from that small age and grown. Oh, I must see London. You know, even cities in Ghana, apart from Ampedu, Nana, who made songs mentioning towns in Ghana. What have we done with the names of Ghanaian towns? Even Ghanaian names. There was this man who was publishing the meanings of Ghanaian towns and villages in Spectator years back. Some old man, he's even dead. You know, that portrayed, you know, the history of the people, you know, a whole lot of things about those people and that town. We have not even made films about them. And these are things that we need to do for kids that are coming up, to first of all come to understand us, understand the country, understand its people, and of course, speak its language, understand its language. Okay. That is when we could now begin to say that we are developing Ghana. You see, we think that development is only physical structures. You know, my father used to tell me, what are pearls before swine?
Okay.
Build the most beautiful skyscrapers. Build the best roads. Get the best hospitals and schools and whatnot and whatever. If the human beings inhabiting that area are idiotic, forget it. They will ease themselves in those buildings. The place will get weedy and they won't weed it. Because it's in their mind. But our work is what changes people's view of life and way of thinking. Allow us to do our work, the work that we deserve to do. But film, like I said, encompasses all the arts. Okay, but it starts from somewhere. It starts with writing, and then with visual arts, fabrication, kids learning how to use their hands to make things. Okay, and then to theater. Okay, that's where you get people to begin to think and believe in themselves.
Apart from the David Dontor we know on screen, who is David Dontor as a family life?
Oh, I was born in Cape Coast.
Okay.
Schooled in Cape Coast, Abakrampa, Winneba, Apam Secondary School, School of Performing Arts at the University of Ghana, Legon. That was my childhood growing up. But finding myself in this sector, in this industry, in acting specifically, I get to realize that what I have come to know, what resource of knowing human beings that I've come to use as an actor, build on as an actor, captured all that through my growing years. You know, schooling in Cape Coast, in Abakrampa, in Winneba, in Apam Secondary School, at Legon. I was living in different cultural milieux. You know, I was getting sensitized in so many ways, such that, you know, until I came to Accra, for instance, there were certain things I didn't know. I even thought that, you know, Fanti was the only language spoken in Ghana, you know, because I had not experienced it. And we need that thing. We know we used to have geographical societies in schools, second cycle schools, where you pay visits, you know, to various iconic places in the country, various historical places in the country. Now it's no more. It's no more because that 2.5 years for SHS is too short. That's what I should let people know. 2.5 years, they don't even finish their syllabus. So what time will they have for extracurricular activities? And the extracurricular activities, today we have, what do you call it? WhatsApp platforms. What is keeping us on WhatsApp platforms is extracurricular activities that we involve ourselves in when we're in school. That's what people remember us by. Not the 6 A's or 8 A's that you got. People don't even remember you. If you never did anything that is memorable. Okay? And so there are certain things that are missing. We are missing. And it's not the best, because we should be able to get the kids that are coming not only to learn book as in reading to pass exams. Schooling is not only passing exams only. Schooling is to create new civilized human beings. That's why I'm saying, bring back the human being in us. And that is what is missing. We do not. We are not human beings, to the point and the level that we should be as Ghanaians. Because there's so many things about Ghana that we don't know. Anyway, a program is coming up. Ghana must know, that you will get to hear of these things.
Okay.
Things that people must know about their history, about their culture, about their people, about their festivals and all this.
Okay.
Just so that people can now confidently knock their chest and tell the world they are Ghanaians.
Okay. And we are proud to be Ghanaians.
Because that is the only country I have.
Okay.
I don't have dual citizenship.
Okay.
To divide my patriotism between two countries. I am 100% Ghanaian. And I believe in doing it for Ghana, with Ghanaians, and in the company of Ghanaians, because nobody will come and do it for us.
Okay.
We Ghanaians can make Ghana great.
Okay.
And we should start today.
Okay. On this note, we will all endeavor to make Ghana great. Thank you so much for coming on today's show. We are grateful. Hello viewers, we've had a very interesting conversation with one of our legends in the movie industry. We've had in-depth knowledge, and we are glad to have him on the show. I hope you learned a lot. You've seen how passionate he is about the industry, not just the film industry, but the creative industry. Thanks for staying with us. Until we come your way with the next edition. Stay safe and stay blessed. Thank you.